A lot of you guys are asking why my car payment is $1,000 a month, and here's why. I'm actually carrying $10,000 of negative equity from my very first car.
Miss Rihanna, how much are you paying a month?
I paid about $976 for 84 months.
So from car salesmen laughing at people for purchasing vehicles from their dealership to people trying to justify a $1,000 a month car payment because of the features. I have found a couple of videos today I'd like to share with you and give my insight as well as breakdowns of what these payments could look like, so you can ask yourself if it's really worth it at the end of the day to pay something close to people's monthly rent for a car. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
People going 84 months? Yeah. That's a good rate though for them.
Yeah. I was shocked.
Warranty and all that.
Yeah.
What'd they end up buying? What kind of car?
24 Tahoe.
Oh, really? Nice. What, LTZ? Nice one or?
Oh, no, it's an Alice.
How much was it?
It's a base base.
Is it?
Yeah, cloth seats, no heated, no nothing.
Yeah.
No roof.
Why in the world would they buy that? How much was it?
50 grand.
Shut up.
And they're
For a car with no equipment? What's their payment?
Got to have it. It looks
1,000.
I think the guy in the background said it was 50 grand when he asked how much the car was sold for, but that's an 84-month car loan at $1,000 a month. So it means this dude is paying $34,000 in interest alone. That is 3 years of payments just to get past the interest. On top of this thing being a base model with cloth seats, this car was literally bought as a way to show off. And the fact that it was financed at like a 17% APR leads me to believe that I am not wrong in that assessment, and that this person can't really afford this vehicle and they just want something nice to drive so they can show off.
Tahoe? Is it at least four-wheel drive?
Yeah, I think so. It should be.
I think.
Who sold it?
Me.
We both did.
Oh, okay. You said I think so? You don't know if it's
Well, he
four-wheel?
wasn't here. He wasn't here.
Is it four-wheel for sure?
Yeah. Yes. It
Yeah.
is. Yes.
Yeah.
She did
It's
their
a lot of money for a base. That's a rental car. It's equipped like a rental car. What was their trade-in?
The 15 Odyssey with 137 power doors don't work.
They never
You
do.
can't even open the driver
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
The driver slider.
Yeah. They run
And-
good though?
What?
They run good?
I mean,
Or is it
fine,
this
but it's
kind of a
torn
piece?
apart inside, and it's
Ratted out.
Cigars.
What did we give them for?
5.
100?
5,000.
1,000?
Hey, I didn't. That wasn't me.
Who put the number on that one?
That was Jacob.
Oh, did he? Okay, well he must have an out for it then. That's crazy how much money they bring.
In good condition, he said it would have been 12.
Minivan is
He would have paid 12 if it was in good condition.
If
I'm gonna sell him some cars.
No,
No, we need to sell him some cars if he buys them like that.
Good condition or bad condition, that still would have barely put a dent in the cost of that Tahoe. I mean, the jump is crazy. At least from the looks of it, it was paid off. But the worst part of this video is the fact that this room full of salesmen are laughing at this person for buying a car from them. They're making money off of him and they're laughing at this dude, which is, you know, as expected. Obviously they don't care about you and you are just a number to them. But like I said, that's to be expected. It's a car dealership. They want to make money. And even the comments are dogging on this person. I mean, 84 months, what the f? People are crazy. 84,000 for a basic Tahoe is wild. 84-month car loan is crazy. 84 grand for a base Tahoe is, it's the same thing over and over again. All right. So on top of getting into this just egregiously overpriced vehicle, they are now getting laughed at by the dealership, by the people in the comments, and possibly the people watching this video.
A lot of you guys are asking why my car payment is $1,000 a month, and here's why. So I told you guys I got my first car when I was a senior. It was the car of that year. I had a backup camera, I had a push start, everything, right? 9 months later, I crashed it and I totaled it, and my parents had already almost paid it off. So then they pulled me out another car, the same one, but I had to pay it. So I started paying it. I was giving payments, and I was almost done. I had less than 10,000, right? I always kept up with the maintenance, everything. And I don't know why, but there was so many recalls on this car to the point where it almost left me on the freeway a couple times, okay? By this time, I already had my son. He was a baby at that time. And it got to the point where it wasn't even safe for us to be driving in that car. Not even on the freeway, not anywhere. So my mom was like, it was time to upgrade. So I was like, all right, bet.
No, it is not time to upgrade. You have a car with a bunch of recalls, so you probably wouldn't get much for it if you sold it or traded it in. And it's not paid off yet. I understand that the last car was not working and it was inherently unsafe to drive, but I think we should stop seeing a vehicle breaking down as an excuse to upgrade, and more so as a reason to laterally transfer to something that's not draining your pockets. This woman did the exact opposite from the looks of it.
So then I went in, and at that time, it was 2021. I got a 2021 Acura ILX, super nice, brand new, nice interior, everything, right? Never really gave me problems. And I got married. We have 3 kids now, fast forward to now. And we just didn't fit in that little car anymore. We needed a SUV, like a mom car. So I traded in this car, my car for this car. and I'm actually carrying $10,000 of negative equity from my very first car. But I had no choice. Like at that point, it was not safe to drive that car, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna have to swallow it and take the L. So that's why my car payment is so high, but it's totally worth it for me because yes, I have my mom car and we have our room. And look at this car seat. Look at how big it is. It takes up a lot of space because it turns. And my kids are comfortable. We have the stroller in the back. So to me, yes, it's $1,000, but it's our safety and we have the room that we need. And I love my car.
So unfortunately, she rolled some negative equity into her new car. But so far, the only justification I can really see for buying this is, oh, it's reliable and it has space. I am almost 100% sure there were cheaper options out there she could have considered. You know, she said she had no choice. Well, true, she did have to get a new vehicle. You know, the last one was unsafe to drive. There was definitely a choice to get something a little more affordable. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if the key criteria here are spacious and reliable, I am almost 100% sure that there were cheaper options. But I do understand that it is hard to downgrade. All right, once you have something, you don't want to lose it. I completely understand. But had she done that, maybe she wouldn't have had a 4-digit a month car payment. This comment says $1,000 a month is not bad if it's fully loaded. Pay for what you want. Yes, queen. Let's enable ourselves into getting into overpriced vehicles. There are so many cheaper mom cars. Don't forget to mention all the good options you picked in your car. Mine's fully loaded. I can never go back to base anymore. This is why we are making these decisions, because we cannot go back to base. We need these features that we quite frankly don't need, and I can almost guarantee you that if these features were missing, it wouldn't impact the quality of your life that much.
$65,000 Toyota with 70,000 miles. Is it worth it to you? Let's take a look. Everybody knows Toyota makes the best car. This is a 2023 with 70,000 miles.
Already know. All right, just stop. 70,000 miles and you want to go ahead and quote a price of 65,000? Get the fuck out, bro. That is such a bad deal. Already I can tell you that it's a Sequoia, all right? And the mileage is getting close to 100,000. And these things are known for having terrible engines, especially the post 2022 models. I mean, the car is what, 2-3 years old. It has 70,000 miles. The previous owner drove the hell out of it, all right? And now they're selling it before it starts to break down on them. That or it was a rental. Either way, not a good purchase.
Tires less than 100 miles. The body is mint. Let's look inside. Ooh, fixed running. I mean, the running boards come out. They're electric. Oh my God, look at it. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's go look on the other side. Toyota Sequoia, traded in at a Ford dealership. No trunk space, but man, look at this third row. Why you would buy a Tahoe when you can get one of these, I have no idea. Oh my God, look at the inside. Look at the inside. Look at the sunroof. Oh my God.
This guy's pissing me off. Shut the fuck up. Leave all the criticisms on the car, all right, for now. How the fuck can somebody sit through this video when this guy's moaning in my fucking ear every 2 seconds about how amazing this car is, bro? Shut up. Just what the fuck are you doing?
Look at the attention to detail. Blue stitching. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Look at this screen. It's a flat screen TV. Oh my God, look, it's turning on. It's turning on. This is beautiful. Oh my Lord, look at this. This is so beautiful. Look, you could charge your phone here without a cord. It's 4-wheel drive. Look how big this sunroof is. Look at this. All your kids can just stand right up. Oh my God. Do you think it's worth it? In my opinion, you should be buying these over any Chevy Tahoe, any Suburban, any GMC. This is beautiful.
Not a single critical feature of this car was discussed. He showed off all the amusing little trinkets like the blue stitching and the big flat screen TV of a display up on the dash. Oh, and the tires are new too, by the way. Yeah. Never mind the fact that this car was driven like hell for the last 2 years. No, the tires are new. They have less than 100 miles on them. No big deal. But yeah, but it's got blue stitching, you know. You won't be able to see it when you sit down, but it's there nonetheless. And I think he knows this thing is overpriced and honestly a piece of crap because he's glamorizing every single feature in this car to make it seem like a good purchase. It's not, especially for $1,000 a month.
Guys, if you're on a $60,000 truck, quit thinking you're going to get $300 a month. This is the realistic numbers of a breakdown. 60,000, 72 months at 8, 9, 5,000 down. Let's calculate everything here. This is the breakdown, guys.
I mean, look at that. $60,000 truck and you're paying over $15,000 in interest. And that's with a fairly average interest rate of like, what, 9%? It's on the higher end, but it's still nothing insane. I mean, the cost of these things is just crazy. Only after you're done making 2 years worth of payments will you finally start to chip away at the principal instead of paying off interest. You don't need a new car like this. Unless you can put down a sizable down payment or just buy the car cash, you really should not be purchasing it. You are quite literally throwing money away and only benefiting the dealership or the bank or whoever you finance this through.
How are people affording life? I am in the market for a new car because I have to get one because my lease is ending. And every single even mid-size SUV that I have been test driving, when they come back with the numbers, and yes, I've looked online and I know how much they are before I drive them. But like even the mid-size SUVs, $1,000 a month? What? I lease my car now and I pay half that, and I think that's even absurd. So, but people are just buying cars like nothing. Like, you guys don't have bills? You guys don't have...
People have bills. We all do. I ask myself a pretty similar question very often. I mean, literally nothing is affordable anymore. All right. Groceries are expensive. A lot of places charge an arm and a leg for rent, and the quality of the, apartment isn't even that good. Everything just seems overpriced. And apparently nobody can get a job that pays decently. And somehow people are still willing to get into cars that cost as much as their rent. I don't understand it either. Look at this lady. She says, 1K car payment life. It's awful, but I do love my car. That sounds like a toxic relationship if I've ever seen them. Yeah, the payment's awful, but I love my car.
Hey guys, it's Destiny Drive. Today we have Miss Rihanna approved on this 2022 Chevy Malibu. Miss Rihanna, how was your experience?
It was actually a great experience. Pretty speedy, very quick, very efficient.
How did you get here?
I actually took a flight. Got up at 1 a.m., flew from Kansas at 6 a.m., and I made it.
Miss Rihanna put $12,000 down. Miss Rihanna, how much are you paying a month?
I'm paying about $976 for 84 months currently.
If you're in the market for a vehicle and you don't know where to start, just shoot me a DM at Destiny Drive and we'll get you driving off today.
Do not shoot this woman a DM. All right, this poor lady's gonna end up paying $88,000 for a 3-year-old used Malibu. I don't even know how you can convince somebody to get into something that terrible without coercing them. All right, I'm not claiming that this dealership is, threatening its customers. I am simply providing a hypothetical exaggeration to express how surprised I am that this is even possible. For 12 down, she could have bought something cash or put down a pretty good down payment on literally anything else. I don't know how she ended up paying almost $1,000 a month even after that down payment. I mean, this car MSRP'd for like $25,000 to $30,000 when it was brand new. I don't even know how she ended up paying $88,000 for it used. Something's not adding up. Either this is rage bait or this woman is getting played. Okay, that's gonna be it for this video. I thank you very, very much for sticking around to the end. Yeah, man, if you enjoyed it, please like the video. If you didn't, go ahead and dislike. Whatever, any form of engagement is appreciated. But yeah, it's gonna be it for me. Like I said, thank you for sticking around this far, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.